Take it easy, take it easy.
Hey, this is Dan White, coming to you from my poolside studio here in Appling, Georgia, on a beautiful, beautiful spring day. Today is April the 14th, and this is day 17 of my post-heart attack. I think that's the way that I'm going to count it. Day 17 post-heart attack, April the 14th. And I have my Unicoi State Park shirt on and my Unicoi State Park cap on because I'm so looking forward to going camping again. It's going to be a while yet before we can do that, but I'm ready, and I'm going to put up here a couple of pictures from our trip to Unicoi. That was our last camping trip that we had, and it seems like it was years ago. It wasn't that long ago, but man, it does seem that long ago because we enjoy camping so much, being outside. Well, I'm happy to show you a couple of things that my cousin Andy from Jefferson, Georgia, where my Moore side of the family resides. Mother was a Moore, and I still have a lot of cousins there in Jefferson, Georgia, in Jackson County. And would you look at this, what he sent me? This is an egg carton from my granddaddy's farm, Jackson County Farms. And he was an egg farmer, and he was a big egg farmer as well. He started off with cotton, but then the cotton market went south, and so he diversified and went to raising chickens and eggs, and became one of the largest egg producers in Jackson County. And this is something else that Andy sent me that I'm very grateful for. He loaned it to me. This is the descendants of John Moore, Revolutionary War soldier, and Mary Keller Moore. Now, I've done some work on ancestry, and I really enjoy it. It's a great hobby, and it gives me a sense of identity and belonging and who I am. That I just didn't happen here. That my ancestors survived so much. So they survived the Civil War, they survived the Revolutionary War, they survived the War of 1812, and so it's no accident that I'm here, and it's no accident that you're here either. God had a plan and a purpose and a providence. The Methodists call it prevenient grace to bring us to the point where we are here. And let me see if I can find a few things in here that he highlighted. John Moore, he was born May 25th, 1842 in Hall County, Georgia. Gainesville is the county seat, and he died on December the 2nd, April 1908 in Hall County. That's just one John Moore. There's a whole string of them there, okay? And he was married to Nancy Jane Nanny Thurman, born 1849 and died 1930. And she was the adopted daughter of Henry D. Human. I didn't know that. John is buried at Harmony Hall Baptist Church in the old cemetery behind and across the road from the present church building. Nanny is buried in the new cemetery, which adjoins the present church. And I've been to both of those graves years ago with my son and grandson, and it was a lot of fun. I guess you could call it digging up bones, huh? Or going back and looking at your ancestors. But I want to thank Andy so much for sending this to me, and this will keep me occupied during my rehabilitation. Well, I'm feeling better and better, seems like every day. And today I actually felt like going with my wife to Publix to do some grocery shopping. And here's a video of our trip to Publix. Well, things I used to take for granted before I had my heart attack on March 28th, 2023, I don't take for granted anymore. I'm fortunate to be here, to be at Publix, with my wife, shopping. Something I've always enjoyed. Now, I have to say that I really enjoy it, and I'm grateful that we can still be together, do our shopping. Ross is buying. She's bought some raspberries and all this good healthy food.
Blackberries.
Blackberries. What else you got in there?
Tomatoes. Bananas.
Tomatoes.
Green beans.
Citrons. Earl Grey black tea. Cavallia coffee and some greens, it looks like in there. So we're getting loaded up on healthy food here at Publix. That little trip to Publix wore me out, and I came home, I was so tired, and I laid down at about 2:30 and went sound asleep. Slept for an hour, got up at 3:30. We, before we went to Publix, we went to Waffle House, and I got a waffle and some crispy bacon and scrambled eggs with cheese. And now Joyce is fixing some sort of soup. She also went to Sprouts. Yeah, Sprouts, and then we went to Publix, and she bought some produce, and I don't even know what kind of soup it is that she's making, but she's making some sort of healthy soup that we're going to have in a little bit for supper, and I appreciate her so very, very much. Well, I guess that's about it for the update today, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I'm just grateful, so grateful to be here and to be alive and to share. And, oh, I've got to tell you this, at Sprouts I met a friend from Overcomers Outreach Center that Joyce and I attend on Tuesday nights, and we talked a little bit. He asked me how I was doing, and I told him, and his name is Judd McKendry. And Judd, it was sure good to see you at Sprouts and kind of catch up. Well, I didn't know this, but Judd had a heart valve replacement. I think he said maybe 3 months ago. And so both of us are very grateful to have an extension on our lives. Me with my stent, 2 of them now. One was the emergency stent and that I had after the heart attack, and the other one was this past Wednesday when Dr. Manguise put in another stent, and I'm doing well. Very thankful for that. Able to get out and walk a little bit. I walked some. I walked about 5,000 total steps yesterday. Not all at one time, but in little increments along. And hopefully this Sunday, after church, we can hit the 10,000 step mark again. He said to just gradually increase, and maybe by this weekend, by Sunday, to build up to 10,000 steps. Well, that's going to do it for this segment of Post Heart Attack with Dan White. And stay healthy, folks. Eat healthy. If you smoke, quit smoking, because that's what did me in, was smoking those cigars that I enjoy so very much. But eat healthy, and if you smoke, put those things down, and may God give you a long, healthy, and enjoyable life. He's blessed us so very much, and we're so grateful. Thanks again for watching.
Take it easy, take it